Hello YouTube vintage stereo collectors, restorers, and fans of Sansui, as I know I am. This here is an AU-5900 mid-70s unit, and these have just an astoundingly good build quality, astoundingly good sounding unit. This one belongs to a friend. It's been very nicely recapped, a lot of new transistors in it. And what I kind of like about this model, it has the 3-tone control set, so bass, mid-range, treble. I think that's kind of neat, and there's certain speakers that you can really hone in on them using a setup. It has 2 phonos, 2 auxiliary, 2 tape. Like this was quite a nice unit in its day, and it's even more outstanding now. I was asked just to take a look at it, and I'm looking at it. It's kind of neat. The way the output transistors are here, the drivers are back here, the power supply rail's right there, and it sounds awesome. Been recapped, runs cool. It's got a little issue, and that is with the volume turned down, regardless of input, there's a buzz. And I looked at it yesterday afternoon, and I couldn't hear a buzz. I actually took it inside the house and put it on a shelf where my stereo cabinet is. But I found it was one of those things, got the noise of the fridge going. We had some company over, they were making noise. I was listening to it, and I thought, this thing sounds great. I don't hear any buzz. And then I flipped it on this morning just for some background music, and it's pronounced when the tone control switch is in. So this has a bypass into feed and in, and I was peaking the mid-range a little bit. My monitors seemed to like them peaked around 2, and I'm like, I'm hearing this buzz. So I brought it out here where I had a little room to take the covers off, and I put some, this is what I should have done in the first place, put some headphones on, because that's how you really hear stuff like this. And this pair is very sensitive, I find. So I'm flipping it on here, got the volume down, it's just on aux, I think. Anyway, yeah, there's a bit of a buzz there, and I find let it run 28 minutes to half an hour, it becomes more pronounced. And I thought, that sounds like power supply getting into the tone control circuit, because the tone controls are after the volume control on this one. So the tone control board's up there, and what I notice is when I put my hand in here, it's humming. Very sensitive. Then I noticed something. When I move this wiring, it was actually further this way. There's that buzz. Gone. There. These wires, which these ones here have AC on them, were being picked up by, there's actually several boards here. One here, that's for the tape loop volume control. One for these switches here, which is for the filters and the tone bypass. It was picking them up. So, well, we can fix that up. And I think what was happening with the bottom plate on especially, was pushing them very close to this board here, which is volume balance board and the tone board here. So, this isn't a big deal. What I'm going to do is bring these back so we can tuck them in, because I was looking at, I had a 7900 here a little while ago, And I looked at it underneath the 7900, it's the same board. Let me make sure you can see that. And this harness was tucked in here, but not touching those resistors. So, well, that's easy enough to do. So let's just take it, put a wire tie it through here. I think if they're up against that metal wall, that should be alright. Yeah. Let's make sure the bottom can go back on. Oh yeah, no problem. So, this is one of these weird things I had. A couple years ago I had a super scope integrated amp. I was doing the same thing, and it was the wires that were feeding the rectifier bridge that were being picked up by the volume tone circuit. We got that there. I'm a little concerned about these two. Tuck them in. There's nothing heat producing there. Something like that. So now, just waiting for the relay. There it goes. I'm just listening for noises. I have those all the way up. Can't tell the difference there. All that I'm hearing when I crank those is a bit of hiss, and I'm talking, it's nothing you would even hear on the loudspeakers. So that buzzy hum, yeah, when I put my hand in there I can hear it, but pulling this back, put those in nicely. I'll bet you it was these it was picking up. Because there's the rectifier bridge. There's the main ground. Does that go to that bridge? This is nicely grounded. Let's see if putting the bonbon makes any change. No. What a nice faceplate, huh? Half volume, we're picking something up. Yeah. This is how I look for things that are hummy. That's really quiet now. Anyway, I'm going to put this back in my stereo and listen to some vinyl on it this afternoon. It should be fun. Thanks for watching and listening.